My name is Timur, and I'm on my way to the fire. It's like a blog for myself, actually. So, what I want to talk today specifically, I was just making a short recently the other day, and it was about the book that my wife currently reading. It's like about Harari, this author. I don't remember the book. I think it was written in 2018. Probably his last book. Not sure. He's Canadian, and I think it was written after the Trump election, first one, specifically first one, and there's like a lot of I would say predictions made or predictions where like he see the notions because he like the historian, he's look for the history how it's like developed, and one of the themes that he's raised was there is in the future will be castes, so people will be specific, not like will belong to a specific group that you stay there. So if you reach, you will stay in this group. If you poor, you will stay in this group. So it'll be castes, and mostly, I think it'll be like superhumans or like whatever. I don't know how to describe it properly, but like Ubermensch. So like biotech improved. So because previously, if he was some duke or I don't know noble one, he was so stupid, he will become evil. Like he will remain stupid. But now you can like enhance your cognition, whatever, with biotech, and become more, let's say, you boost your IQ. But I think it was in 2018 when like the biotech was a hype. So I can double on that. So I contradict my wife with a specific topic, and I said, okay, but it's already there. I don't mean like really enhancement, like with like specific tool, like chips that's put into your brain, whatever. The most thing is like, I think it's like not a caste yet, but it's like you belong to a specific like social group, which still there's a lift. You can just use social lift, whatever, like money lift. You can get from one group to another if you would like to do that. I think in the caste societies, kind of probably as well. It's like harder with the technologies and when everything is tracked. Whatever. So the idea it was there was an American dude called Brian Johnson. He's spending like 2 million a year on his health specifically. It's like a lot of tests, a lot of like custom stuff. I don't know, sleeping environment, like water filtering, whatever filtering, anything. A lot of tests. He just get like screenshot of his guts, 2,000, 20,000 screenshots, and then just like make his guts more customized. I think food for him, whatever. He's spending shit a lot of money, so he becoming like younger in a way that's because the dude really afraid of being dead. So it's a fear of death actually. It's like, and I call him Dracula because he looks like a Dracula. But the idea is actually the old nobles when they like. I think Dracula was the person who drink blood and he just become immortal in that sense. So this dude want to become as well immortal, but and he's really Dracula because he has a son, so he transplant the son's not the blood, but jeez, I forget how stuff works. Plasma of his son to himself to just be more like young, whatever. So he just really nuts. An idea is behind that. The one that he's really doing is he kind of like superhuman. So his cognition is better. He doing exercise, he eating good, he sleep a lot, he sleep quite well. A lot of things. He's really, if you get like an average person on the same group of the same age, he just like on top of that, like literally one like percentile something in the top, like super cool. I think he's in better shape than the people who younger as he like 20 years, for example, or 30 years. He's 50 something. Who's he's like have I don't want to say body as 20-year-old because he's not, but he's like really looking young and actually kind of physique young. So I think brain as well. So it's kind of part of the whole. So just the body is just a result. How are you a result of the way of living? Like fuck, what the fuck you do that specifically? Okay, the first thing that I realized that you need, like I read the book, which I think get me to the fire initially, like becoming. I think I need to do this really, not the rich, but like financial independence specifically. After I read the book Capital in 21st Century, and it's about how capital is starting to gain more than like work. So work is not that profitable as capital. So here we come to a conclusion that I made there, and like I just reinsure my bias at the moment that you need to become rich or richer just to be not to be poor, but like to end in a bad shape when you're old. And there's a thing I called longevity simplified. Uh, the dudes propose, I think, like lifespan, and there's a health span. So, like for example, okay, after like you will be living 100 years, but like after 80s, you will be living 20 years as a like wreck, total wreck. You like you cannot walk. You will be fed by a spoon whenever. You can just be like a vegetable, almost, almost vegetable. And there's like some people who will be still in 95, just like okay, going for a walk, doing his groceries by himself. And it's if you preserve a lifespan. And here's the trick: what the Buddha fire. So I don't want to be like financial independent and be like have back health. I want to be healthy. I want to be financial independence, and like if my health will be, I will spend my health. So like maybe I don't need financial independence. I would rather work additionally like for 5 years and just become financially independent and healthy than unhealthy. So there's a balance. I think still kind of balance you can trade off if like you trade a little bit of health for like a lot of wealth in short term. Okay, fine. But if it's go other way around, you like you don't sleep well, blah blah blah, just to make more money, and you don't make it in 10 years, like you'll be like you just like will look older, feel older, your decision become worse, and yeah, and there's like a path. So the trick is okay, if I will invest in my health, in my cognition, in my like day-to-day life, that will become I will become more efficient. How much it will give me the boost to earning money. So okay, if I go for like to masseur to get a massage like once per week and I will pay 100 euros, so in months I will pay 400 euros. Will it give me that fucking benefit that it's worth 400 euros? So like I'm like I will be super fucking productive and I will earn like I don't know, not 400, like 500. So for I compensate myself and I get 100 on top of that. So I spent nice time, but and on top of that I will as well earn money. Probably not, literally not in that case, not in my situation. Maybe in future it will be the case, but not right now. Okay, so multivitamins, probably yes. It's super cheap and it's like preserve a lot of health issues, better cognition, better health. Cool, do that. Physical exercises, cheap. It's like you don't need anything. You just go doing push-ups. I know squats, whatever. Just like be physically active. Go outside, walk more. Free, free and beneficial. Okay, you can do that. But other things like some, for example, supplements, like for better sleep, which is like better cognition, better stuff. I have a tracker which I can track my sleep, but with with the children, it's like not that super nice. I think it will improve initially, but it's a lot like okay, there's a mattress that can be like cool and warm. I think you can just adjust it more warmer at the end of the night. That means your REM sleep will be improved. It's like better for your cognition. You'll get better rested with less time. So really tricky. Okay, and I have money for now for the new mattress. We need to replace it in a year or two, I think. But whatever, it's like a lot of trade-offs. Should I like invest in myself and will be like I will gain more interest in future than at the moment if I don't do that and just invest in stocks? And like okay, in stocks I'll probably like get money, but here I get like preserve or improve my health, which in future can give me more benefits. But like it's hard to quantify like because all the small like people usually talking about um, it's not smart interest but compound interest when they're talking about the stocks like okay if you put too much to like if you don't drink coffee you put it into the stocks it will just like skyrocket in like 30 years like maybe maybe not you know where you put it how risk tolerant you are I know ETF not ETF still contain risk so it's kind of maybe I like coffee but here's a trick it's it's kind of working this compound interest because it's like parabola you just go up each year and sooner you start the better you go the better you in the end so but now nobody talking about the same rules but in a different domain of your life in your health just I know in your choices like where you work like do you work in toxic environment maybe like fuck it just go the same I don't know ideally you just move from toxic environment to not toxic environment and you get pay raise but like I think it's better if you just switch or like you have the same money but you have a less like less load for example I don't know you're super efficient and you go maybe like lower role or just something like that and you just do the same work but like in half a day and then like fuck it so this kind of decisions like and will be more efficient to do that for your health and probably it's not like directly but like second hand results will be beneficial for you for your wealth as well but not immediate but in 10 years 20 years which is usually a problem with people and it's not specifically with people it's because the world becomes so complex it's changing so quickly so our brain cannot build the model of the future far ahead you can kind of feel something but it's like I cannot predict who it will be in 10 years I can just like visualize a goal and go to that direction it's true like I have fucking no idea what it'll be in like 10 years how the world will change probably like 200 years ago it would be easy to like predict this probably will be fucking the same maybe some other stuff some like I don't know people don't move that much you like you usually live where you like were born not that people travel that's a trick now fucking everyone travels a lot of people like I live in a city where I don't know I probably 30% of the city is migrants it's just saying okay who are like it's like not migrants not internal migrants like not the same citizens but from other countries can go here and yeah that's like a trick so the world changing it's like more dynamic it's less predictable although current system like society system favor more predictability so that's why you have more jobs less freelancers, I suppose, because you need more predictability and yeah, better to pay less for the job than for freelance. Whatever. Just like I think I will end here. It was a lot. Almost all the time I was looking in my own eyes just to make eye contact, but that's kind of weird. So yeah, thanks for sharing, Timur. I wish you good luck.